Hi, my name's Bryn. If we've not met before, I'm part of the product team here at Clevertar. We've been exploring some new options for our training tools for our app Conversagent. We've been looking at creating a dedicated training hub to provide a space to go to just to really fine tune all the answers that you get from your conversation set up on your Shopify store. Currently, we have a few of these things spread across different sections. We sort of co-located them into this, what we're calling the training hub. And this is broken up into a few different sections. The first of these you might recognize as AI instructions. We're sort of rebranding this as general instructions. This is where you can set instructions for phrasings, just control aspects of the language that the bot uses, message lengths, and in some cases specify specific actions and answer styles. The next section is what we've previously been calling additional knowledge. I think currently we're thinking about keeping this as additional knowledge, but in this prototype, I've labeled it training information. We're sort of just trying to help the understanding of this component by breaking it up into sections rather than creating a plain text field for the information. So basically the way the knowledge items work is these exist in a separate index in the background of your store. So when your bot gets asked a question and it searches for the store, it also searches through the knowledge items. But what we'd seen is people were adding knowledge items which were very well written, but perhaps didn't have enough clarity as to what questions they should be surfaced for. So now when you create a knowledge item, you would give it a title, and you'll put in a list of questions that this particular knowledge item should be used to answer. We know that there were some instances where people were writing documents and they're not seeing the influence of those documents in the answers they were getting. So now you can confirm that if someone asks a certain question, such as in this example, what is this bot? Then this information should be surfaced from the information search that runs when this question gets asked. Yeah, so once you've put in a set of questions that this information should be used for, and then the information itself, we're also suggesting that you can potentially put in a URL when a URL is added, and this information is used to answer a question. This URL should be shown in the references. We're also adding a section for PDF uploads, so you're going to be able to add PDF documents to your knowledge set. These will function in a similar way to the knowledge items. You can upload a PDF, and then when the bot is answering questions and runs a search, it will potentially surface that PDF and the information held inside. And then in the training hub, we're also going to add a space where you can test an interaction with your chatbot to see, just to confirm that the changes you're making are coming into effect, or even just to try out your bot for the first time. Yeah, it creates a space where you can see how your bot will answer specific questions. We'll also have some suggested questions in this test. So, you don't need to spend ages thinking of questions. You can just click some of the suggestions to get the ball rolling and see how your changes will affect the answers. We're also pitching different pathways into this section that should hopefully make it easier to add training information when needed. This might not be coming straight away. This might be more of a long-term roadmap item, but we are looking at having pathways from the pulse notifications where it's telling you that additional information is needed to a new knowledge item, so that you can see from a conversation that there's data missing. You can see in this one, the user's asked about opening hours for an Adelaide store, and it hasn't found that information. And you can look at this, you can see that there's an alert, there's a pulse alert saying additional information needed. The assistant was unable to find information on the hours of operation for the Adelaide store. And when this pulse alert comes up, we're suggesting that there could be a button that you click that actually takes this conversation and gives you the template partially filled with the contents of that conversation. And then you'd go through and you'd give it a title, you'd add some more example questions, and you'd update the information to show the correct information. And then if you hit save, you could then go to the test. You could ask the bot here a test question to see if it now has that information in the knowledge set. And as you can see here, now that that item is saved in the knowledge, it will be able to answer with that information now. There is also a pathway from conversations. So if you're just reviewing a conversation and you see an answer that you think doesn't look quite right, and you want to add something to the training set to improve answers to this question in future, we're suggesting that there could be a training button next to each answer. Clicking this training button, you can train your AI on this answer and specify the correct answer for future instances of this question. So again, you would give it a title, you would add some further questions, and you would update that to have the correct information. And then save this, add it to the set, and test it out. So yeah, we're keen to get thoughts from current users of the Conversagent app on what your initial reactions are to this feature, this sort of rearranging of the training space. If this sort of makes logical sense to you, if you have further ideas for ways we could sort of improve this aspect of the app, we're really keen to work with merchants as much as possible to make sure the app is easy to use and meeting everyone's needs. So yeah, if you have any feedback, give us a shout. Thank you very much.